5 tips or 6 ways to get unstuck and build with God. So this morning we're doing my makeup as I get ready to go to work. I am not a makeup artist, so please do not come for me in the comments. But yeah, let's get to it. So the first way is meditate, okay? You have to meditate. And when I say meditate is pray. You want to start off with prayer. Pray to God. Tell God how you feel. Tell God that you're feeling overwhelmed. Tell God that you're feeling underwhelmed. You're not motivated at all. Nothing is going for you. That's how you feel. You're stressed and you don't know what to do and you need help. So start off with a prayer, a heartfelt, genuine prayer. And then you want to have a moment of silence with the Lord. Many times we pray and pray and pray and pray and we'll pray without ceasing, but we never take the time to be silent and hear the Lord and see if he has anything to tell us or to show us or to remind us. And you know, sometimes he will speak in dreams. Sometimes he will speak through a memory, a random memory that will just pop up in your mind. Sometimes he will speak through a phone call that you'll get of someone mentioning something that happened in their lives, but maybe that was your answer, and they just didn't know. They just thought that they were just sharing a story. Okay, so being aware of what the Lord may be telling you and how he may be telling you, and just being open-minded about how that may look. I am putting on primer, guys, and it may seem like I'm either taking too long to put this primer or it may seem like I'm putting way more than I should. I don't know. But I have combination skin, dry and oily skin, so and many of the times my skin gets very oily, so just trying to do what I can do before I apply this makeup. All right, so the next tip is you want to brain dump. Okay, you want to brain dump. So what is brain dumping? Brain dumping is basically it's a process of writing down all of the things that are in your mind, like everything that stresses you out, everything that you're thinking about, everything that has been lingering in your thoughts that you haven't had a chance to, you know, communicate with anyone, or maybe you just don't feel comfortable communicating this information with people. Hopefully you guys can see me. Sorry, don't want to cut out. But yeah, so you want to brain dump, and that can be in the form of journaling to the Lord. That can be in the form of just a prayer and just telling him everything that's in your mind, that's on your heart, everything that you probably didn't have the courage to share with anyone, or anything that you just kind of felt ashamed about expressing. You want to brain dump that out. Like, you want to let it go, release it off your heart, release it off your chest. The Lord already knows what you're going through. He just wants to hear you tell him that you need help. He wants you to surrender to him and tell him, like, hey, this is on my heart, Lord, and you're the only person that I trust with these emotions, and I really need your help. Like, I'm really seeking you instead of humans. I'm really seeking you. So that's 2. You want to tell him what you want. Ooh, baby. Let me see. Does it look bushy? Looks a little hot. Guys, forgive me. We're going to fix it with the concealer. I'm not trying to put too much. Yeah. And you want to tell him about your timeline. So what is your timeline? We all have timelines. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen the way that we want it to happen. It doesn't mean that, you know, it's going to come in the shade that we thought it was going to come in, the color, the box, the sender. But you are still allowed You're still permitted, and God still wants you to express to him what is your vision, what's on your heart. Obviously, he has already, he already knows what that is, and he already has something better, most likely. Um, but still express that to him. Okay? The next thing that you want to do is create a plan with the Lord. Create a plan with the Lord. So this is something that God has been working with me on, because for a very long time I was doing, ooh, baby, why does it look like that? It's just gushing. All right, we're going to use this excess concealer. We'll put it to work. But for a very long time, I was just doing a lot of things. Actually, guys, this is the wrong concealer. I don't even know why I still have it, but I'm just going to keep it for emergency. But I recently bought a new concealer because I realized that baby girl was wearing the wrong concealer for a very long time. Reminder, I am not a pro, okay? I'm learning how to do my makeup, for real. Okay, but sis was out here looking like a ghost. Okay, I'm gonna just try to blend this out really quickly. Kids, don't do this at home, because what I'm doing, it may not make sense because it don't make sense, okay? But we're not gonna waste any product over here. We're just gonna make it work. So, where was I going? So create a plan with God, okay? So for a very long time, I was trying to do things on my own, and I didn't know that. I did not realize. And how many times have we planned things out and we didn't even realize that we weren't planning it with the Lord, we weren't inviting God in. And it's so easy for us to really fool ourselves and to convince ourselves that we've invited God into a situation, that we've invited God into our hearts, we've invited God into our plans, into our dreams. But you'll really know, like, here's your confirmation that you're actually inviting the Lord in what you're doing. And the confirmation is, if before you do something, you're not so quick to move, you'll pray about it first. You'll pray about it first, or you'll ask for confirmation, or, you'll seek the Lord for guidance in what you're about to do. And you'll even ask God for, signs that what you're doing is the right thing or is the right way to go about it. Or if the person that you're doing it with is the person that he wants you to do it with, right? So it's basically having constant communication with the Lord about your plans, about your goals, and about what you're doing, and about what you plan to do. And I wasn't doing that. I was not doing that. And so many times I feel like God was telling me, this is what you need to do. You need to do it with me if you're trying to get the success that you're trying to get. And I just didn't really, I don't know, it just wasn't really clicking, because I felt like, man, does that mean that it's going to take longer for me to achieve my goals? Because now I have to really wait and sit for the Lord to speak, to tell me that this is going to happen. And that's not always the case, right? It's just you being proactive with the Lord and planning with the Lord and doing it with the Lord. And if you invite him in the situation and you consult him, you ask him for consultation, you ask him for advice, he's going to speak, because he sees that, okay, you're seeking me. So that's that, okay? And then after you've created a plan, what you want to do is you want to do research on what it takes, what's needed, okay? So you've already outlined your goals. You already know, okay, this is what I want. This is how I want it. This is by when, the time frame that I want it. Now do your research on those things and see, okay, what does it take? What do I need? What do I need on my end? I know God is going to do his part, but what do I have to do on my end? Once you've done your research and now you have your action steps, you have the items that you need to do, the tools you need to get, now you want to commit. Okay, the next step is committing. So you want to schedule it. You want to put your goals on a planner. Yeah, baby. Okay. Sorry if the lighting isn't that great, if you can't really see it. I'm doing my best with the time that I have. But you want to plan. You want to add it to your calendar. You want to add your goals, whether it be on an alarm as a reminder to do the things that you said that you would commit to, whether it be on your Google Calendar, Yahoo Calendar, whatever calendar that you use, a planner. And then also you want to have accountability. So whether accountability is just not in the form of a planner, but it can also be in the form of a person. It could be in the form of sorry guys, I do this thing with my lips sometimes. I probably shouldn't. I don't know, because maybe it causes more creasing. I don't know, but I just be trying to get in there. But yeah, so having an accountability partner, whether that be like a trusted friend that you know that you can trust, to keep you accountable with your goals, to remind you to be consistent, or it could be, staying plugged in to certain things like a podcast or a YouTube channel that keeps you connected and keeps you reminded of your goals, and what you should be doing and how you should be doing it. So just staying plugged in is really important to getting unstuck, right? And from feeling alone in the process. And then after, what you want to do is you want to do and release, which means letting go and letting God. So you have to take action. You have to take action. You have to be consistent. And then you have to let go. You have to let go. My eyes may look really crazy right now, but don't worry. Don't worry. It's coming together. You have to let go. And I've been there before where, like, I would do what I believe I was supposed to do, and then I wouldn't give it to God. Or I would give it to God, but I wouldn't let it go. Like, one hand was still on what I was giving to God, and I just wouldn't completely release. And in order for you to see whatever you're trying to manifest come to pass as quickly as possible, you're going to have to surrender what's on your heart. Like, you're going to have to trust God that he got you, and that he got you this far for a reason, and he's not going to forsake you. Like, he's going to help you to fulfill this thing that's on your heart. And as long as it's also in agreement with what he wants for you at the end of the day, of his will as well, right? Because you can have all of these dreams and goals, but if the Lord doesn't see that for you and he sees something better, then baby, you're gonna really struggle to get to where you're trying to get to, because the Lord is gonna be like, this is not really what I have planned for you. This doesn't even come close to the success that I have for you. It's way better than this, and it probably doesn't come in the form that you expected. So just keep that in mind. And then the last step is you want to be and release. So what I mean by that is you want to operate as if it has already been done. Like, everything happened. You're already there. You've already reached those goals. And you're there. You're here now. So what does that look like? So for instance, I'm in the process of getting a new job because I need to get paid more. Like, I've been sitting at this job for a few years now. It's been roughly 4 years now, and long story short, I kind of got a promotion, but the promotion wasn't really promotioning. If you get my drift, like, it wasn't really doing what it needed to do. And so it's time for me to, make my escape. And that's where I am. And I have so many goals, like as far as investing, and doing all of these things, but these things cost money, guys, and the cost of living is just rising and rising and rising. And if you really want to succeed, and if you really want to make some moves, you gotta find a way to increase your income. So that's where I am. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let the concealer set a little bit. Let it set a little bit, let it dry a little bit before I start putting on the, what is it called? Guys, when I tell you I'm so new to this extra makeup stuff, I'm so new to it. To the translucent powder, I just bought this. This is like, I've never really worn translucent powder, so hopefully this is like the right shade for me. I believe this is supposed to be, but I bought it from CVS, so I'm just gonna make it work. But yeah, so I've been applying to jobs, and I've gotten a few interviews and all that stuff, and even made it to the end of the process where they're getting ready to give me an offer, and I just basically told them I'm no longer interested. And it's because I've just been really sticking to my guns. And when I say sticking to my guns, I mean, one second, guys, let me get my sponge. One second. Yeah, so I've been sticking to my guns, which means that, like, I'm not out here trying to get any kind of job just because it pays a few dollars more. Like, I'm really trying to make a jump. Like, if I'm going to leave the position that I'm at right now, then it has to make sense for me. And in order for it to make sense to me, like, when I say I need to make double what I'm currently making, I need to make double what I'm currently making in order for me to really make some moves and operate at my highest version, operate at my highest level. So I've been really selective, and because I've been really selective with the whole job process and job hunting, it's been taking a while. Like, I've literally have been on a job hunt for, like, ever since October of last year at the very least. And if anything, maybe even sooner than October. And at the time of this video, it's now April of 2024. But if it was sooner than October, the only reason why I remember October is because October was the month where I really just started ramping it up, like really being more intentional about applying to positions. So yeah, so that's where I am. So although it's taking some time, I'm willing to go through it. I'm really willing to go through the season to get the blessing that I know that the Lord has for me. And so with that being said, while I'm going through the season, I'm preparing myself. I'm acting as if. So to give you some context, I'm working on becoming an executive assistant, because executive assistants get paid really, really good money, and especially varying depending on guys, I know I'm just using this because I don't have any other brushes or other whatever you want to call them, so we just gonna make it work, right? But yeah, they get paid really, really good. Really, really good. Like the range varies. So it could be from like 60,000 to at least 100,000 on average, depending on the industry that you're in, um, and depending on who you're being an executive assistant for, right? So that's where I am, but also I'm super selective because one, I want to get paid a lot of money, but also I don't want to sacrifice my youth. I don't want to sacrifice my mental health. I don't want to sacrifice my weekends. I don't want to work long hours. Like, I literally want to get paid really, really good money and know that I have stability and I have all of the benefits, and I'm able to still live my life, and, you know, get married and have an amazing lifestyle outside of work and not have to worry, you know, about a job, about someone else's dreams. Okay, the executive's dreams. Like, okay, sir, I'm here with you from 9 to 5. After that, I don't want to think about you. Okay, I got a man. We trying to have kids, type of thing, right? So some people will say, well, you're trying to be an executive assistant. Isn't that like a personal assistant? Well, yes and no. They are two different things. But some executive assistant positions do require you to also operate as a personal assistant, but some do not. So those are the positions that I'm looking for, where they do not require you to be a personal assistant, because not in my grown age am I following someone around and doing their errands. Sorry, not sorry. It's not gonna be me. So that's where we are. So when I say be and release and operate as if, I mean start dressing the part, start getting the certifications and getting ready for that position that you haven't been called for yet, that you haven't gotten an interview yet. Just get prepared, get ready. And that's what I've been doing. I purchased an executive assistant course. And even on my job applications, I let them know I'm wrapping up an executive assistant position. Mind you, it's only been like 2 weeks in the course, and my statement is I'm wrapping up. Okay, that's all they need to know. That means I'm about to be finished, because I'm really about to be finished, because I'm putting in the work to make sure that I finish as soon as possible before these people call me, hopefully. But also my prayer to the Lord has been like, Lord, it would be such a blessing if I get the position. Guys, sorry, I'm taking my time because I'm trying to really blend this really well into my skin before I start putting the powder and all that stuff. But yeah, my prayer has been like, Lord, it would be such a blessing if you let these people hire me way before I even finish the certification course, because what that will mean is I can give you 1,000% credit, no matter what, whether they hire me after I get the certification or before. The Lord will get 1,000% credit either way. But I feel like the testimony would be even stronger when I share the story that the Lord really up-leveled me before even getting a certification, which means that, listen, these people can't take credit and say, oh, you got the position because you became certified. No, I got it before I became certified. You know, so that means that was God's full favor and grace over my life. So that has been my prayer. So yeah, another way that you can operate as if is, you know, not only upgrading your skills and upgrading your wardrobe, but changing your habits, right? So if that means that the person that you want to be, that person in the future, she would be waking up early, she would be going to sleep early, she would be jogging, she would be working out more, she would be more responsible, she would be more tidy, then you should start operating like that right now, because that's going to really get you into that mindset. And you will attract more of what you want, because you're living that life. You know, you're living that life right now. So that is about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this content. I'm still not done with my makeup. However, maybe I'll go ahead and still continue to record and put some music in the background so you guys can see the finished end or the finished product. Okay, let's get to it. Thank you, Lord. I'm just trying to get that. Make sure that there is no concealer in my brows. Okay. Okay. Like that. What time is it? 6:07. Yeah, brows looking beautifully. Okay, so now we're gonna put the translucent powder. Watch some videos on YouTube, because YouTube will get you right. They will get you right. They will. That's all. Over here. Okay, we're gonna put some music just to get on with it. Hopefully I get some time to choose. That would be a blessing. Okay. where should I put this? Over here. Alright. So I'm just trying to take out some of the. You like my brows? I'm gonna take out some of this powder that was all over my lashes. Alright, let's work on my hair right now. Alright, so now let's go ahead and finish blending. Alright, so I'm trying to do this contour thing. You know, don't know if I'm doing it that great, but most definitely getting better compared to how I used to do my makeup. So, you know, progress takes practice. Here we are. That's where we are. So I actually use both sides of the sponge. Listen, you just gotta make it work, you know? Yeah, flip it. So I know that the lighter side of the sponge is what I use. for the powder. And the darker side is the sponge that I use to blend the concealer. Yeah. So the two is blending, so I feel like blending just really makes your look more effortless. Making sure these brows look as natural as possible. Okay, good here. Sorry, I have to turn really quickly just to make sure I'm not doing anybody. I'm just gonna use my actual contour. So we're just gonna do a natural pink lip. I have the Neutrogena Revitalizing Lip Balm, some regular gloss, and some, I think this is Neutrogena too, can't remember, but another pink pigmented balm. Just gonna mix them together just to make my lips even more vibrant. Sorry guys if it looks crazy. It's because I've been mixing this with lipstick. See that? Cute. This brow is a little higher, but it's okay. I'm just passing over it a little bit more, just so it's a little bit more pigmented. Now what we're gonna do, you don't even need lip gloss. Maybe I'll just put just a little bit, like a dot. That's about it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is eyeliner, not eyeliner, dang, what is this called? Lash Clash mascara. Oh, sorry. Sorry. So do you guys have any like tricks? Do you guys have any tricks or tips on how to prevent your lashes from collecting all of that powder? Let me know. But if that's normal, okay, I guess we'll work with it. I hate when the mascara gets onto your eyelids, but okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just rolling as I go. I hear that's like one of the best practices. Just to get a better curl effect, you just roll it up towards the lashes. There's that thing that I do with my mouth. Don't judge me. Comment below, let me know if I'm not the only one that does that. Or if you know someone else who does this. This thing with your mouth when you're doing your makeup. If I'm weird, let me know. Hey lashes, don't know if you can see it. Maybe you can see it now. Sorry guys, I need better lighting. Eventually, I'll look into getting better lighting. But right now, we're just gonna use what we have. Okay. Hold on, girl. What we have. Alright, so I think that's good. Let me go ahead and yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. So let me get alright, so we have Max, Prep and Prime. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. We're good to go. That's it, guys. Little screenshot. For the thumbnail. Okay, because I don't know. Which click I'm gonna want. Alright, that's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Bye. Like, subscribe, share, comment.